Hey guys, Bix Weir, Road to Ruta. Decided to check out silver, see what's going on as I was sensing a silver run up to come. Every time before a run up, JP Morgan will slam the price just a bit, just to get the final weak hands out. And that's what we had today, right here, this little spike. Because the price of silver is so low, below $14.50, they're not going to get much back with the mini slams because there's no weak hands left. They're all gone, basically. It's just the diehards left and the traders. So we had a little mini slam. See this little line right here? Like a 20-cent slam, and then it was allowed to go up. You see these flat lines before it happens, and voila, it is moving up. I expect silver to run at 20, 30%. I don't expect I don't expect it to be freely traded until after the JP Morgan trader is sentenced, because that will shine a light, a bigger light, because that'll mean all his testimony, his turning state's evidence, and things like that will have been complete. So I do expect a short-term run for silver, but not the big release. And here's what happened. I posted this a couple weeks ago. Criminal sentencing of former JP Morgan Chase precious metals trader delayed as federal probe continues. How long do they need? I mean, we've been given the CFTC. I did a search on Road to Ruta of JP Morgan. How many times I talk about JP Morgan rigging the silver price? There's 403 different articles on JP Morgan rigging the silver price. How much more evidence do they need, truthfully? So many people, Ted Butler, David Morgan, anybody who's serious about silver other than Jeffrey Christian, who's bought and paid for by the banks, has shown and believes that the silver price has been rigged for decades, if not hundreds of years, going back to the Opium Wars. But the powers that be cannot let silver trade freely, knowing that the entire system would fall apart if that is allowed. You can't go from $15 silver to $1,000 silver per ounce and not explain it to the people. Unfortunately, Bart Chilton's not around. A lot of people are not around anymore to see the end of silver manipulation, but it's happening. They have delayed until December the sentencing of this guy, the JP Morgan trader, John Edmonds, pleaded guilty in October to working with other unnamed co-conspirators, Deutsche Bank, to manipulate the price of gold, silver, palladium, and platinum futures contracts between 2009 and 2015 while employed at JP Morgan. Who could have shown that? Here I am showing up JP Morgan Operation Silver Slam, a complete analysis going all the way back to 2008, 2009, 2010. This was the 2011 analysis. That guy right there is Bill Daley, the head of Jamie Dimon's SWAT team at JP Morgan. If there's any problem, you throw Bill Daley at it. Where did they throw Bill Daley? They threw him as the chief of staff to President Barack Obama for the official manipulation of silver. Here's when he went in, January of 2011. The price of silver ran up at a 45-degree angle as set by the computer programs until May 1st, and then boom, slammed straight down, and that was the beginning of the bear market. Pure massive manipulation. These guys are so criminal, it's embarrassing. And now they are finally getting around to, well, they didn't even bust them. They had to have a whistleblower come out. I mean, look at the dates right here between 2009 and 2015. How many investigations were there? And nothing. We all knew they were criminal, and this has proven it. And check this out. They know they got to push off this sentencing. His sentencing has been postponed twice, suggesting he is continuing to cooperate with prosecutors in their investigation. No one else has been charged. Why? And the key is, as shown by this, no one else has been stopped. They haven't stopped JP Morgan from manipulating the markets. Usually when you find a criminal, you stop them from committing the crimes. As Bart Chilton talked about many times in his last few interviews, they didn't stop JPMorgan. They allowed them to continue. They gave them parameters that JPMorgan cheated on every which way. They are criminals. They belong in jail. Do you remember Blythe Masters sitting there saying, "Oh, we don't rig the silver market. That would be illegal, and we don't do it." With her little grin. Do you remember that CNBC post? You can find it. Just look up Blythe Masters says they don't rig the silver market. And then we have this guy saying, "Oh, by the way, I was told by my superiors how to do it." Who is his superior between that time? Blythe Masters, Jamie Dimon. Voila. They belong in absolute jail. These criminals, I think they're going to jail this time. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jamie Dimon announce his retirement. So he won't take down the entirety of JPMorgan, although it'll probably be too late. So watch for the retirement announcement of Jamie Dimon. You heard it here first on the road to Ruda. Blythe Masters already announced her retirement. She was in charge of that group. Jamie can always say, "Oh no, it was Blythe, it wasn't me." But yeah, Blythe has gone from cryptos, she's nowhere else. I haven't heard or seen from her. Anybody else seen from her? Did she take another job? No word. Guantanamo, maybe? I just think she's a market rigger. I don't think she's involved with any of the deep stuff. But maybe, you never know. You never know. But yeah, market rigger, she belongs in jail for the remainder of her lovely life, in my opinion. The Wicked Witch of JPMorgan. Anyway, go check out check out all the articles I wrote on JPMorgan silver rigging. And if the investigators want it, they're all here. You can go to the Metropole Cafe, Bill Murphy's site, where many of the GATA faithful have been documenting the silver market rigging. And of course, Ted Butler, the king poobah of, Ted's only problem was he constricted himself to the official data of the CFTC and the CME. And he didn't go down the conspiracy lane, which I ran down every time I found it, and proved it all to be true, by the way. But Ted did it with their own data. So there's not much of a disagreement other than Jeffrey Christian, because he's paid to disagree, that the silver market has been rigged for forever. And now with this sentencing, it would finally close the door on the subject, and you would think that it would stop, but it has not. It has not. They're waiting on the sentencing. They delayed it to December, right in line with a fall crash in the entire system. So just hang on tight, my friends. It's coming. You just got to have your assets in your own possession to survive it. All right. So keep an eye on silver. If you have any money left, yeah, absolutely buy silver and cryptos. Silver and cryptos. Right now, maybe even sell some cryptos for silver with the latest run up. Might be a good idea. I do think that cryptos will continue to run up, but silver I don't think can run down much more. Free silver today. Go out and pick yourself up some. Hey, one more thing. If you're looking to buy silver in bulk for your retirement account or any silver in bulk, give Will Lair a call at Perpetual Assets. Now is the time to get your silver out of the old system. Silver is just like cryptocurrencies. If you don't hold your private keys, if you don't hold your physical silver in your own hand, you don't own your silver. And it will most likely go away when the system crashes. Say Deutsche Bank goes down. Nobody's going to survive that. No third party. You should not have any of your metals with third parties. I know it's a pain in the ass to store them. I know that. But it's a bigger pain in the ass to lose them. And you will lose them if the banks crash. And it's not going to be your storage company's fault. They got to feed their families too. Imagine the guards at the gate. The banks crash. Nobody has any food, water, or anything. What are they going to do? Find the most valuable thing close by. They hold the keys to the vault that holds your silver. And that silver will go away. Most likely. So it's your own fault if you do not hold your silver in your own possession. And if you want to put it in your retirement account, in your own possession, give Will Lair a call at Perpetual Assets, 888-281-2630. Let me give you that number again, 888-281-2630. Or go to perpetualassets.com, click on LLC IRA. You can also get a precious metals card. Our friend Dale runs those. That's really cool, where you store your metal and you have a card that pulls out, you use your Visa card and they'll take metal out as you spend it. That's really cool. And if you're a metal diehard like me, I have my card. It's downstairs. But yeah, check that out as well. But definitely, if you're looking to buy some coins, bars, whatever, go to Perpetual Assets and ask for Will and say, Will, help me get my metal into my own possession in my retirement account. I need to do it fast because Bix said to do it fast. We're running out of time. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.